Today is December 6th. It's the 6th day of Vlogmas, and it is St. Nicholas feast day. Curran, tell me, what do you think about Santa Claus?
Well, I know Santa Claus is a fat person that comes out every Christmas, and he gives all the kids presents, and he has a sleigh that is pulled by
8 tiny reindeer.
They're tiny reindeer?
tiny.
Well, that's what it says in the poem.
What else, Avery? Tell me
He
about
has
Santa Claus.
a lot of different names. He goes by Santa Claus, he goes by Kris Kringle, he goes by Saint Nick, and I'm quite sure there's quite a few other names. He's supposed to be a jolly guy with a cherry red nose and a snow white beard that goes down the chimney every night if you have a chimney. Otherwise, he'll just knock on the front door and walk in. Or not knock on the front door and walk in. And he'll leave presents that say Santa Claus on them, though I'm not sure I really believe in Santa anymore, but
You're not sure? What do you mean?
I don't really believe in Santa anymore.
So what do you mean by that?
I believe in the spirit of Christmas and that, Santa Claus in a, spirit is real, but I don't think there's really physically a fat magical person that comes down your chimney on Christmas Eve leaving boxes of presents.
What do you think of that?
I still believe in him
Yeah?
in person.
The cookies are eaten. Sometimes we leave carrots for the reindeer, which are usually eaten. And, milk is drank. And, we have presents that say Santa Claus, but really anyone could have eaten the cookies, drank the milk, and left a box that said from Santa Claus on it.
And eat carrots.
Mm-hmm. Do you guys want to learn about St. Nick?
Sure.
Okay. So there was this guy. His name goes by St. Nicholas. It was from a place called Myra, which is in modern-day Turkey. You know where Turkey is on the map?
Yeah.
Can you picture in your head? By Greece and over in the Mediterranean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He was the bishop of Myra. A bishop is
Somebody who appoints pastors?
basically, yeah, someone who's in charge of all the churches in an area. Okay?
Okay.
And he was the bishop of Myra. Can you guess how long ago? Can you guess, when do you think he was?
1215 or something, a long time
1215? That was 800 years ago, Avery. That's a long time. Do you think he was 800 years ago?
100-something AD, or either, wait, when did BC turn, what year did BC turn to AD?
0.
Maybe 10 BC or something like that. Either, late.
So you think he was 10 years before Jesus was born?
Possibly.
Do you think he was before Jesus was born?
No.
No, he wasn't before Jesus was born. He was a bishop of a church. The church didn't exist before Jesus was born.
Oh.
So he was a bishop of a church, and the year in which he was bishop in the church, he was born in 270, and he died in 343. So he was a long time ago. Not quite as long as Avery thinks, but longer than you think. He was famous for doing lots of different things, but one of the things he did is he would do secret gift giving. Give gifts when people didn't know by putting coins in the shoes of people who left them out for him. So people would leave their shoes out on their doorsteps or outside where he could get to them, and he would leave coins in their shoes for them.
That's why we hang up socks every year.
There.
Kind of like shoes, I guess.
You want to know something else awesome about St. Nicholas?
Sure.
St. Nicholas was at a really big important meeting called the Council of Nicaea. The Council of Nicaea was a big council. It's a big meeting when all the bishops of the church got together to talk about how they should write down what the church believes. And there was another guy at this council who was called Arius, and Arius had a belief that was not popular. The other bishops many of the bishops all thought that it was what they call heresy, which means an idea which is outside the mainstream. And you've chosen to think weird thoughts or different thoughts from everybody else. And Arius and St. Nicholas did not get along, and they got in an argument at that council. And you know what St. Nicholas did?
He punched him.
He punched Arius. That's the story anyway. We don't know if it's actually true. But so, can you imagine Santa Claus punching a guy because he disagreed with him? He didn't like what he said. He's like, "You're a liar!" And you punched him.
Like, that is like the total opposite of the jolly, big, fat, red suited guy that all the kids know about.
So, in Roman Catholic tradition, saints are also their patrons of certain kinds of people. You want to hear what St. Nicholas is patron of?
Sure.
St. Nicholas is the patron of sailors, merchants, archers, repentant thieves, children, brewers, pawnbrokers, and students.
So
Oh
wait,
my gosh.
archers?
Archers. St. Nicholas is the patron saint of archers.
Okay, what are repentant thieves?
People who are sorry that they stole things. They're a thief, but they're sorry now.
How do bows and arrows and target practice have anything to do with putting money in socks
Yeah.
or shoes?
I don't know. That's an interesting question.
That's so weird.
So all these traditions about St. Nicholas came up in the years after his death when people were practicing. Basically, someone would pray to St. Nicholas, and if they felt like their prayer got an answer, if they got answer to their prayer, then they would say, "St. Nicholas got me an answer to my prayer." And so if a lot of the same kind of people were finding they'd get answers, they would go and tell other people. So maybe a lot of archers were praying, and they're like praying they're going to shoot their bow, and they're going to see if they can get a deer to bring home to their family for dinner. And they shoot. Before they shoot, they pray to St. Nicholas. "St. Nicholas, please let me shoot this deer." And then they shoot, and then they hit the deer. And they're like, "It worked!" So they go tell all the other archers.
You shoot deer. If you pray to St. Nicholas, he'll be able to shoot a deer and bring food to your family.
So St. Nicholas is the patron saint of archers. So we were at the mall just a little bit ago, and there was a Santa there that you could go and sit on his lap and tell him what you wanted for Christmas. I asked you if you wanted to go sit on his lap. What did you say?
No.
So can you tell me why? Why didn't you want to go sit on Santa Claus' lap?
Because I knew it was a fake and he wouldn't be getting the presents. I just don't really care for it.
Agreed. Like, just because someone puts on a fake beard and says, "What do you want for Christmas?" and then gives you a candy cane, doesn't mean he's gonna fall down your chimney at night and like give you your present. Especially if you go to multiple Santas, because then that would be really weird having 5 Santas coming down your chimney, all looking different and then giving presents. And
Yeah.
just no.
So the Santa in the mall is a fake Santa,
Yeah.
and you don't want to go to that Santa.
No, I don't think there is a Santa. with
Avery
a
doesn't
red
think there
suit.
is a Santa, but Kern thinks maybe there
Really
is.
weird.
Thinks maybe there is, but it's just not the one in the mall.
It's not.
Not the one in the mall.